We are doing a grocery haul at Costco, but there's a catch. I am only allowed to buy 10 items total. So here are the 10 items that I would buy at Costco. Let's go. So the very first item of the 10 things is going to be a protein. I'm gonna start with all the proteins because that's the majority of my diet, and then we're gonna get into some of the other things. First and foremost, I'm gonna get organic chicken breast. No specific reason, you could go a whole chicken as well, but I'm going organic chicken breast just because it's so, you can do so much with it. I was originally gonna go ground beef, but they actually don't have grass-fed ground beef, and I don't love that. So we're going chicken breast instead, organic one, and that's gonna be the first item. So for our second item and our second protein, we are going with some eggs. Fortunately, these are organic eggs. However, they are not pasture raised. Ideally, you want pasture raised eggs, but we're working with what we got. So I'm going to get 2 dozen of organic eggs. For our third protein source, we are gonna go with some Greek yogurt. I absolutely love Greek yogurt. Plainer, the better for me. So this is the Greek yogurt we are going with. I love this yogurt so much because for one serving, it's 100 calories, 0 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of protein. That's an absolute cheat code. Now they do have a full fat yogurt, which I usually would go with, but the reason I'm going with this one is because of the sugar content. This one actually only has 7 grams of carbs with 4 grams of sugars, and that's 0 added. The other one had 17 grams of sugar, none added, but I just still don't want that many carbs. So we're gonna go with the Greek yogurt, less fats, less sugar mainly, and I love it. All right, next on our list, we are going with some goat cheese. Check out these macros. For 1 ounce, 80 calories, 6 grams of fat, and 5 grams of protein. Gotta love that. So full transparency, I was actually gonna get cottage cheese instead of goat cheese, but they don't have cottage cheese, I don't know how. So instead of getting cottage cheese, which is really upsetting, I'm gonna go goat cheese. One of my second favorite cheeses. You can also go with like a Parmesan cheese, a mousse, but I haven't had goat cheese in a while. So I'm going to get goat cheese for my fourth protein source. Next thing we gotta get are some bananas. I always try to get fruit of some sort, and personally, bananas are just my absolute favorite. If I'm going with a fruit, this is a tough one, but if I had to pick one, I'm picking bananas, just because they're my favorite, no other particular reason. Close second would be blueberries or apples, but I'm gonna go with bananas because I also have this banana bread recipe that it's so good. So fruit is gonna be bananas. Next thing up, we got some avocados, another type of fruit. Not many people know that, but avocado is a fruit. And I just love them because not only the carbs are great, but also one of the healthiest fats that you can get. I always make my eggs with avocado or my bowl with avocado. It's just an amazing add-on. So next thing is avocados. Cannot go without them. For my seventh item, we are going to pick a carb source. It's gonna be my second source of carbs, and we're going with sweet potatoes. It's a starchy veggie, which means it has much more carbs, very healthy carbs. So one of my main source of carbs is going to be sweet potato. So I'm gonna grab one of these bags, and this is a big bag, so we're gonna have sweet potatoes for days. All right, for the seventh item on our list, I'm going with some beans. I absolutely love beans or lentils, any kind of legumes in general. But beans, the reason I love them so much is it's a great carb source. So I already got sweet potatoes, but great carb source with protein. So it's actually makes it a slow digesting carb. So we're gonna go with some beans, high in protein, great carbs, and taste amazing. And one of the best parts about these, the ingredients are just black beans, water, and salt. Gotta love that. The toughest part about only sticking to 10 items, where there's a lot of things that I really wanted but couldn't go with, macadamias or any kind of nuts was one of on that list that I would have loved. They had dry roasted macadamia nuts too, or most dry roasted nuts, which is good. If you're getting nuts, make sure they are dry roasted, because the non-dry roasted, they are roasted in seed oils, which we don't really love. But I wish I could get these. I can't. It is not on my list, but they deserve a mention for sure. All right, for our ninth item, we are gonna get a veggie. So I'm in the produce section. I'm actually gonna go with this organic baby spinach. Honestly, the only reason I'm going with this is because I love a salad. So You can go spinach, you can go romaine, you can go arugula, really anything for a salad. I just personally love spinach the most. So that is going to be my green veggie. I'm gonna get this organic baby spinach, make salads for my meal prep lunch all week, and it's absolutely amazing. The last but very not least item we are picking up is some sauerkraut. I absolutely love sauerkraut, not only for the gut health benefits, but it actually tastes amazing. You can have as much as you want. I would recommend going with any fermented veggie though. You can go with sauerkraut, which is fermented cabbage. You can also go with kimchi, but personally, I just love sauerkraut. I put it on absolutely everything. So for our last but not least item from Costco, we are going with a big tub of sauerkraut. And that is an absolute wrap of the 10 things that I would get if I can only pick 10 at Costco. So the 10 items on that list were chicken breast, which I originally wanted ground beef, but they didn't have any grass-fed. 2, we got eggs, not pasture raised, but still got organic eggs, so that's good enough. We got Greek yogurt, which I'm very happy about. We got goat cheese. I really wanted cottage cheese, but they didn't have it, so we went with goat cheese. Again, you can go with any other cheese. You can go with Parmesan cheese, you can go with mozz, really up to you. So that was a list of the proteins that we got, and then we went with bananas and avocado for our fruit. We went with sweet potatoes, beans for our carbs, and then we also went with spinach and sauerkraut because I absolutely love those. So that wraps up everything that I wanted to get at Costco. If I can only pick 10 things, honorable mentions were nuts and seeds, which I couldn't add to the list. And then another one was rice is another honorable mention that I could not add to the list because I was already at 10. So this was absolutely fun. These are the 10 things that I would get at Costco if I could only choose 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. New video every single Monday at 10 a.m. If you want more content like this with grocery stores, Costco, I can do Giant, any other Whole Foods, any other grocery stores, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.